Cryptoverse DAO. This your boy Simon Says, otherwise known as Dope Boy or Nike Boy Miami, and we're coming to you live in the Discord, right? So we've just gone through our rebranding, and this rebranding is really for our presence in the cryptoverse that is really coming into play this next cycle, and the metaverse, right? So we are the DeFi learning hub. We have education from technicals to fundamentals, news, updates, and the latest things that happen, in DeFi. So always check in our Twitter, or check our link tree where you could tap in live with us in our Discord, Medium, Clubhouse, and YouTube, where you're getting this stream here today. So make sure to drop a like, a comment, and let's get this crypto right. So before we go into Bitcoin chart, it's at a very interesting price. Let's let that play for a sec, right? We're gonna look at the ETH chain and the airdrop that was received from it. I'll just switch the wallet so we could connect real quick. So cool, 81 or 89, claimed ETH. And what's interesting about this is crypto had a very big dip, but ETH was, pretty much airdropped to a lot of DeFi participants. And a lot of them, a lot of them sold, but it didn't sell as hard. A lot of new projects are, coming through by, staking. You just come here, you're able to stake your airdrop. And one of the kind of projects that got me to stake my airdrop, right? So I'm unbonding now. I've actually, increased my portfolio of the ETH. And by doing this, I also, V tokens that, going into your Discord, you'll learn more about that. So just getting, compounding, free money to making more money. And then you have to look at, the chart, right? Look at ETH 351. The price, was above this, but this everything took a dip. $4 was, it's low. So from the Terra Luna, FUD and all the fear, the all-time low was only 15 days ago. That's when that happened. And, it's up over 200%. I don't know if there's been a stronger altcoin. And, we talked about this play live on our Discord. So that's a great thing, having a strong coin or, project that you're backing and staking it up, and then reaping the rewards, right? Or, being able to sell at a better price, not FOMOing when, everything is fearful. You could always stake and then wait for the way up, right? Earn while you're down. So that's pretty much the ETH. Their governance. This is really like this is the nicest one I've seen yet. Like, it's pretty simple. Right now they're registering for the Osmosis chain, or we can look into it. Like, so I'm pretty sure this is gonna be ERC20 token, probably linked to this or something. Could be something to look into. I'm not as good, so I just bring in some of these gems. And notice how, like, one of the governance things, we'll probably scroll down and we'll see it, since this is how DeFi works, right? Everyone that got the airdrop now, if you have the token, you're able to have your share in the company or your say so. So airdrop claim, and then boom, extend airdrop. So 97% of people voted to extend it, and that's what they did. So now what we see is, starting July 3rd, 2022. Remember, July 22nd was the bottom last year, right on my birthday. If anyone would have bought me crypto for my birthday, anybody, okay. Yeah. So July 3rd, the decay starts, where that supply from the airdrops will probably be burned or released back in. You have to check up on your chains. So that's just like exploring crypto for a little bit. Now we'll look at Bitcoin. So 45-minute, time frame. What do we have? We have an ascending triangle. What did we get? The last 2 hours, we got a support test. We got, rejection from horizontal base. We didn't even test this one up here, right? What did we also have? We also had, this high coming up on the RSI. And then when this 45-minute candle closed, it's still below. So double top on price action, lower high on the RSI. And this is the waiting game. Once a big move comes down, I told y'all, we get to see where we could pick and pop our shots, right? If you would have had a limit here, kudos to you. A lot of fear down here. We caught that, like, just by seeing ETH to Bitcoin. And, we did actually scale out some of our profits right here on a 15-minute clear, right? Well, on this dip, let's see. It was on the lower time frame. So just, it was saying like this would be like kind of the left shoulder I'd be looking at. This chart is kind of choppy on Bitstamp, but left shoulder, the peak of the drop, we're coming back oversold. And then when we come back above the 40, we actually hold the 40. And that's why I think this is a retest right here. Kind of sweep the liquidity, sweep the highs. We got everybody, stop loss off entry. Now what we have to do is, hold below this line on a 15-minute, maybe a 45-minute, hold that double top, maybe hourly. What the bulls don't want is, candles above here. But notice how we have the 15-minute tombstone doji come in. Still no highs above this area. That area on the 15-minute is right at the 60 RSI. This is still not at the 60 RSI. Has a little butterfly doji coming in for, the 15-minute close. Now what we see, probably like a little flag like this playing out until we get our next move. If we could maybe get up here, test this as a support, maybe test this as a support, coil up and then break, that would be a nice bullish scenario. Clear the liquidity out of here, retrace, get some people, FOMO'd in. And that's why we always enter from resistance. This is our short range. So we get maybe a limit up here, that's cool. But I don't play the breakout. What we did over here was, 60 RSI div, pretty much held out, just held through all this consolidation, iron, diamond hands. We finally got that dip, and we took it on an alt, GMT, so stop loss on entry, nice little 2% dip, and then this is what just mapping the king, mapping Bitcoin can do. Let's delete that. And, scaling out, but also, only doing maybe 5-10% of your count when you're layering in. That way, like here, like we scaled out, maybe a nice 30% gain from 20x leverage. Stop loss could be on entry, or, this is now another DCA point. What is Bitcoin going to do? Can we see, this is a pretty strong top here. This is 15-minute, 45, 5 is holding, but getting like this, like, head and shoulders on the RSI that I look for, seeing how strong it could be. Another thing we have to look for, ETH to Bitcoin, right? Descending triangle, we actually made the double bottom, and that's why we had to bounce on the alts right now. If we also look like we're below these lows, so this is the retest of, a pump up, but they still have to break out of this. You could probably clone this. This is it on a bigger time frame, but you have that slanting resistance also that we're fighting. You have to also notice it's 446, although it is like a new hourly candle. I'm not sure. I think it's at 4:30 or 5:30 that the banks close. So there's an hour of like low volume during this time. You know, the forex market and stuff. They have that interchanging hour that we should kind of start picking up on. I have to actually get a better time of that, but same thing happening on the total market cap. The only thing that looks a little bit better here is that, you know, we have a higher high on the 15-minute. So yeah, also we are above the zone, above the support holding. All we need is another bullish strength, but look at where this high is on the total market cap, and let's see where Bitcoin is. You know, Bitcoin's high is here, so still a little divergence in the price, how we kind of, you know, caught this bigger drop. We've seen Bitcoin total market cap was, you know, below Bitcoin's high here, but I thought it would drop, right? See, this one was above this high. Now this high over here, that's relative. But if we see one more dip down here, bro, we're seeing these all set juicy levels. This could be the bottom. Where did I see it? Wyckoff theory. Where did I see it? So, you know, this is kind of what some people are thinking, kind of like a Wyckoff schematic going on. Maybe holding this low, but notice like that would be, you know, we would have to hold this phase C low, and that phase C low would be, you know, phase C low would be like around here, that coil, or it could be even this low right here. Let's see the setup one more time. Accumulation zone, breakout, retest of the accumulation, right? Of the entry, breakout, hesitation, you know, fake out, clear this highs liquidity, come back, and then, you know, come take off. But Bitcoin, I'd like to see more accumulation, to be honest. I'd like to drop down into this zone, play sideways from 28, you know, being this our resistance now, or this 28.3, looking at, I'm playing from 26, or even, you know, 25 or 24, just lingering the fear, you know, lingering it longer, lingering it months out. So we're not talking about weeks, we're just talking about slow, very slow, like, bleed. But, you know, one thing that we have to be aware of is like that pump back up, right? We've already bled so much, we have oversold a lot, but we have to be aware of like, no, yeah, flipping this resistance. If we just look at the dotted line, you know, this is the last support before the next support is, you know, around this area on a weekly. You don't even see any supports here. So making supports there is, you know, thinking that will be like, you know, a place we never come back to. Daily doji, daily nothing candle. Daily couldn't even get above these wicks. Oh my. So indecision in the market, right? Not much going on today. Caught our move, which was Wednesday. A Wednesday move was nice. Followed by Tuesday, really nothing, and then Monday, really before, you know, the weekend, we had that pump. Now, when we see these floating candles, right, this is something in a bearish, kind of, I want to say bearish, kind of bullish market. Just overall, candles are going to go sideways to a little bit up. That's how they develop the range. The drop comes a little bit exaggerated, a little bit quicker, but usually times, you'll see just a slow climb up, break a resistance, retest, and then explosion. Slow climb up, testing, wicking, 38, 3.82 to 0.5 maybe, coming back, coiling in, and then taking up, right? So you could always be able to catch your longs or your shorts. Holding the longs is kind of, it's a little bit more timing, or, long, but, these shorts kind of come in quick, but that's not to say pumps can't be quick in the boom. Pumps can be very quick, as we've seen right here. We still haven't, diminished this pump, still a higher low. But yeah, that's about it for today. Just a little, keep y'all updated. When I touch down in Jamaica, hopefully we could do some streams up there as well. That would be kind of lit, This is a space where we could do trade wherever be. This is the Cryptoverse, baby. Tap in, drop a like, press that ring notification, and leave a like and subscribe. Yeah. Cryptoverse out. And right here we need a rocket with like shooting off into the stars past the globe, and then you see like the smoke, like this, and then the globe like stays there with the hat. Like we're just taking off, learning. Yeah.
Oh, that's what's gonna happen, man. We're gonna make some animation for that, bro. That's gonna happen.
That sounds lit, right? See, like a little starry background, maybe a SpaceX rocket or some shit.
Oh yes, the Starlink Enterprise rocket, and we're gonna go up to the moon and back.
Yes, sure.
It goes to the moon and it launches and does an orbit around the globe.
Mm-hmm.
That's Cryptoverse.
Great stream, huh?
Great stream.